He's not crying for them. So when the Prophet ﷺ asked him, why you cry? He said, Wallahi ya Rasulullah, it would have been more beloved to me that instead of the hands of my father in your hand becoming Muslims, if it was the hand of your uncle Abu Talib, so your heart will be happier with it. Where can you find people like that? He's willing. And he doesn't mind that his father ends up in the hellfire, as long as something else takes place that brings some happiness to the heart of the Prophet ﷺ. Where can you find people like that? Today you come to the person and you tell him the Prophet ﷺ, he might be so stingy even to say sallallahu. We will not get where we want to be and get the promise of Allah without honoring the Messenger ﷺ again. That's it. That is the key. The key of success and the key for this ummah to get back on its feet by honoring the Prophet ﷺ again. And remember, honoring him is not by voting for him against Einstein and Ben Franklin or whatever his name. That is actually the biggest disrespect in my opinion. When you go to vote for the messengers, the most beloved person by people, and then you go to vote, and who is he against? Isa? Musa? Alayhim as-salam? La. He's against Benjamin Franklin, against Einstein. How can I accept to vote? How much respect am I giving to the Messenger ﷺ to make him compete with those people? At the end of the day, they're kuffar. The only other Muslim in there was Isa alayhi salam. And Muhammad is better than him, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And actually, Isa alayhi salam will pray behind an imam from the ummah of Muhammad as an honor for Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So where is the respect? These issues make people and make Muslims satisfied. I voted for the Prophet. I gave him victory. Really? This is victory? You think you gave him victory by voting for him? Is that what he wants from you? So very important that we don't get stuck with those minor things and those minor. Give victory to the Prophet ﷺ by obeying the Prophet ﷺ. That's what will make him happy. As I said, when the issue of the draw, the cartoon. First of all, I always said, such pictures do not predict the Prophet ﷺ. And I don't see it that it's permissible for anyone to say that they made pictures of the Prophet ﷺ, because that was not the Prophet ﷺ. That's one thing. And second thing, I gave the example, I said if the Prophet ﷺ was alive today, and he would have heard that some kafir trying to make fun of him, and a Muslim doesn't pray, I said definitely the Prophet ﷺ would be more upset with the Muslims who doesn't pray, and he will feel more offended, and he will feel more disobeyed than a kafir trying to make fun of him. Wouldn't? Don't you think he would? What can you do to a kafir whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blocked his heart and put the Quran ala qalbi? What can you do? But you are a believer and you say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. You don't pray? You don't pray? So very important we understand that. So he said, Abu Bakr, صوت القعقاع, the voice of al-qa'qa' in the army better than 1,000 men. Just صوت القعقاع. There are people who are رجل الألف. There are people who one person better than 1,000. And there are 1,000 people, they are not worth half a man. So where you want to be and which one you want to be like. And Amr ibn al-As radiallahu anhu, when he sent to Umar bin Khattab for support. Umar ibn Khattab al-Khalifa, Amr ibn al-As, the head of one of his armies, he sent him a letter telling him, give us support. We need men, we need people. So Umar ibn Khattab sent him 4,000 people. And then he tells him, and with those 4,000, they are 4 people, are equal each one of them to 1,000. I'm sending you 4,000, but there are 4 other people with them, leading them. Each one of them is 1,000 man by himself. Then he mentioned Zubayr ibn al-Awwam, and he mentioned Ubadah ibn al-Samit, and he mentioned Qa'qa', and he mentioned Makhlad ibn Muslim. So those are 4 Sahaba that Umar bin Khattab says. And imagine Umar, one of the most critical people you can ever study, when he says about someone better than 1,000 or equal to 1,000. Alright? So that is the man we're looking for. And that is the person we're trying to produce. That is what you need to raise yourself to be like. That is what you need to raise your kids to be like. Don't be satisfied with the minimum. Always strive more. وقال أمير المؤمنين عمر بن الخطاب. Umar bin Khattab sits with the Sahaba one day and he says, تمنوا, wish. يعني wish for things. So one of them said, أتمنى لو أن عندي ملء هذا البيت ذهبا فأنفقها كلها في سبيل الله. They were sitting in a house. He said, I wish, the first one said, I wish if I have a house like this full of gold, so I spend all of it fi sabilillah. Look at their determination. Try this. But don't ask someone who's with us tonight. Because most probably all of us will have way high determination, inshallah, after tonight. Yes, ask someone who's not here, someone who's Muslim, and ask him about his goal. What do you wish for? That's how you get to value the person in front of you. What you wish for? Some people wish for a house. Some people wish for a car. Some people wish for a job. Some people wish for a wife. Some people will wish for a kid. All these are legit. زين للناس حب الشهوات من النساء والبنين والقناطير المقنطرة من الذهب والخيل المسومة والأنعام والحرث. All these things are beautified to the people. Allah put the love for these things in the hearts of son of Adam. Women and kids and money and wealth and this and that. Alright? So it's expected. But that's all people. So when someone of those tells you this is what his goal is, gold or silver or money or woman or house, then he is at the same level with most people. But when he goes higher than that, that's when you know that he's special. That's what you look for. That is how you actually hire. You will interview, right? When you have a business and you interview people, you interview them and you talk to them. You ask for their resumes so you can compare. Obviously, you want the best. And Allah wants the best. Allah wants the best. So Umar says, Tamannu, wish. So one of them said, what we just said, a house full of gold. So I spend it all fi sabilillah. Great wish. So the other said, I wish if this house full of jewels, precious stones, pearls, I spend it fi sabilillah. So he said, wish to the others. They said, you wish, Ya Amir al-Mu'minin. قال أتمنى لو أن هذا البيت مليء برجال كأبي عبيدة ابن الجراح فأستعملهم كلهم في سبيلي. And you ask me why I'm Abu Ubeidah? Because of this. Umar bin Khattab says, I wish if this house is full of men like Abu Ubeidah ibn al-Jarrah, so I use them all fi sabilillah. So who doesn't want to be like Abu Ubeidah? Maybe all we can get from Abu Ubeidah is him. But you know, إِنَّ التَّشَبُّهَ بِالْكِرَامِ فَلَاحٌ. Trying to imitate those successful people by itself is success. Trying even to imitate. But what the people we're talking about people, we're trying to build a person who tried to precede them.